Alright, so I'm back in Hannah Lynn's book, Princesses. So, there you go. And I'm working right here still. I know, still. So, I think what I'm going to do is go on to her hair. So, I know I want it in these tones. These are my swatches, and I have them for every set of pencils I have. And so when I find favorite colors that I like, I put them in the very back of my swatches, color combinations, and I write down what those colors were. Just saves a little time for whenever I go to pull colors again. So now I know I want number 47, and I'm thinking that may already be pulled. So I'm reaching over and looking to the side where I left everything, and I don't see it right there. So let me go back over here. Alright, so, and this is just real time. It lets you know that, my book's not all in the order, and sometimes I have a hard time finding things too. And then I think, okay, 47 is actually more of a golden brown. So, still not finding it. So is it this one? 47. We have a winner. All right, then 79 and 45. So 79. Not seeing it there. Here's 45. So now 79. And 79 was over there too. Alright, so we're going to work on her hair. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this color just because it's dark. Now, I should look and see what shade that is though. 40. It's going to be pretty dark. You know what? I think I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, I'm just in a go with it mood. I don't know. Being cooped up too long. Not been able to color enough. But anyway. So, here's my colors. I've got them in order light to dark. 45 is the darkest, even though the lead doesn't necessarily look like it, but the barrels on these are more lined up. I'm not even going to sharpen that. I debated it. Forget it. Like I said, So when I'm doing hair, I generally do this middle section where it's going to catch the light. Do that first. Whoa! Not a happy pencil. I'm heavy-handed, but I would say that was probably already broken down inside somewhere. So pencil sharpener. Sounds like it's got problems. Sometimes when you're sharpening, you can just feel. That feels pretty secure. So I'm just going to stand more upright instead of laying down on it to help it to really hold up. But yeah, sometimes with when you're sharpening the pencil, just the way it grabs the outside of that lead is a good indication of how it's going to grind or sharpen, so to speak. So what I'm getting is the middle parts on all this. The parts that would catch the light. And then I'm going to leave it darker on the ends. Now in this curl, we're going to say it's right in here. And part of this, just kind of make it up as you go. Yeah, no big. Alright, I'm going to say that this is going to be darker because it's tucked back up under there. And hair, I don't so much mind if it's kind of streaky looking. Does that make sense? Because our hair is lots of strands. Okay, that's going to catch some light, as is this. Then this will be a little medium shade because it's tucked behind the curl. So if I make this whole curl this color, then I want to go darker around it so that curl will look like it's popped up off of the page. And then all this, and then this is in the back. Yeah, it's going to be probably not too long of a video today. So, like I said, bit of a hard week. It was my dad's birthday yesterday, and we buried him like 5 months ago. So, no, and I'm okay. Really, I am. He was in his 80s and had moved away after Mom died. It was just different. You know, just different, especially with not being able to see family. So, but I'm okay. Alright, now's where I can go up in here, and I want to go lighter as I get into that first color. So I really have to watch how much pressure I put on these pencils, because you know I'm heavy-handed, and this can get really dark really quick. Now I'll do that. Yeah, and I don't want it to get really dark really quick. And I do want to blend. So what I'll end up doing is coming back here at the end and blending with that lightest shade. I'm on that medium shade now. Yeah, I told you what they were when I pulled them. That first one was 47. These are Marco Reniors. Sorry about that. This one is number 79. There is debate on whether these are oil or wax. I was told by one company that they were a wax, and then I was told by another company that they were an oil. So I tend to think that they work like an oil base, but I tend to think they're a wax with just a bit of oil in them. They're just so different than their sister pencils, the Marco Reniors, which to me kind of drag on the paper some. These don't. These just blend really a whole lot nicer. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do that curl all the way light. So I'm going to go back to that first one. Yeah, I have color charts on Etsy if you need to know what a color equivalent is. This is like a yellow ochre. This is like a soft brown. And then the other one's more like a dark chocolate, I think. So I don't know if that helps at all. That's tucked back in there, so I did put a little bit of dark on it. But you see how that's got a little more depth to it already than this does. I'm going to pop a second light on, see if this helps. I don't know if that helped or made it worse. But anyway, lots of light. Alright, so then up here, and you see I'm leaving right up at the edge open. That's so I have room to squash that other brown in there. Go around that curl. But yeah, I really like these pencils. If I were starting over with getting pencils, I would probably, and yeah, you can sharpen your pencil at this point. I might should, but I'm just like, it's getting so short, I don't want to waste any of it. But yeah, if I were starting over on pencils, I would not have bought the Reniors. I would have bought these Reniors first. Okay, now I'm going on to number 45. And now I'm going to get up in the next area. And this is just those deep back pocketed areas where the hair would really be darker because it's folded up under there and it's not getting the light like the hair on top is. Okay, so just get all those little V areas and the areas that are tucked down inside. Just kind of play with it. When you're satisfied with it, stop. Well, I hope everybody is doing well. Prayers go out to all of you and your families and just everybody. My kids are doing okay. We haven't seen our granddaughter in a while, which has really been tough. Really, really tough. But I'd rather see her later and everybody be okay, you know? It's like somebody said the other day, I'd rather be safe than have to die alone. And that's kind of drastic, but you know, I understand what they're saying. Okay, so then I'm going to go to this darkest dark just back here. Just in these deepest, darkest areas. I'm not using a lot of it, just enough to anchor her crown and to get these V's darker so that it pops the curls and the different layers to the front. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of masks. Ran out of elastic, still waiting on it to come in. But I did get my order in from Joann's for ribbon. So I've started doing some ribbon ties. But all the orders are out. So I'm caught up. Alright, so I'm going to do these strands in the lightest color. And when I get down here, if it blends in, I may just color over it and not worry about it. You can't fret about this stuff. It's a coloring book. In the realm of things, just have some fun coloring. I have been doing a lot more cooking. Yeah, I'm getting an Aldi's order. Is tomorrow Saturday? Yeah, getting an Aldi's order tomorrow. I love their produce. And believe it or not, their filet mignon. Oh my gosh. Daughter's best friend, who we've just kind of adopted into our family, Nikki, taught me how to make that. And you're going to sear it in the skillet with a little bit of virgin olive oil. But put the skillet in the oven first. Get it good and hot. Okay, then take it out. Sear it both sides on top of the stove. Then pop it back down in the oven and just leave it in for however long for the amount of tenderness or blood, whatever you like oozing out. I usually end up taking them out and cutting them in half to check them, but so I have that coming from Aldi's too tomorrow. Alright, so there's her hair. See, that really wasn't very hard at all, was it? So, I think that's all I'm going to do tonight. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab another little book and my pencils and go to the living room and just do some coloring for fun, because I've not done that in a long time. But anyway, yeah, you can see down here, once it dried, that purple, silver, and black. If I can get it in the camera, I'm going to have to go sideways. It does have the very different colors showing in it. There we go. Get some of those shadows out of there. So it did show up nice after it had time to dry. And no, I didn't go any further. I told you I wasn't going to. So anyway, there's that. Next time we may attack all the greens back in here. I'm just kind of leaving her till last. As far as the rest of the clothing, yeah, I'm just not sure yet. So when I'm not sure, I tend to do the things in the colors that I know are going to be certain colors. So next time I'll be digging out some of my green pencils, and I will forge ahead with that, and we'll see. I still may do a purple, just some sort of a purple in here, a deep purple, maybe some light purple in the center, and then deep around the outsides where it goes back in. Maybe some light purple here and deep around the outside where it rolls over the edge of the sleeve. But anyway, okay, hopefully it won't be as long, but I will see you later. Be safe. All right, bye.